Yeah, and the only thing that I will say, kind of, I'll bring my negative Nancy pants out for a second. I really do hope that 100 Thieves has a little bit of a plan. Obviously, like you don't want to like just fully send the throw train, but you do kind of expect them to be having fun, trying some new stuff, maybe. But you know, you don't want to let XSET be immensely confident going into the final maps of the series with 2 maps under their belt, right?
Right.
So at least an attempt to make this competitive or win it all outright.
Wow.
Early wall over
They
mid.
just,
BCJ
they just exploded.
And Ethan
Holy.
into the corner. Gets snuffed out as well. 2 players already down for 100 Thieves, and the B side is forfeit to XSET.
Yeah, I mean, Steel's
He flashed his teammate. Oh, no.
As, of course, as I say that, he gets cleaned up. We goes in aggressive onto Hiko, and the pistol goes. I mean,
this Lex makes a good point. It feels like 100 Thieves is trying something out. They're trying something out. They're trying something a little different.
Literally, by the time I was done throwing it to you, 3 players had died. Just XSET wiping the board with 100 Thieves, and that's you know, you can see they were tempted to do it with this all over. And as soon as Dwipo arrived on the scene, he's like, up we go. He split rapid fire. No one on 100 Thieves even reacting, really just stand in place, hold position, and hope for the best.
Yeah.
Not paying
and
out.
what I like from XSET there was it wasn't just that they were comfortable taking the site, right? They took the site, and yeah, Steel was still playing in a smoke, but Weeded went into defender's spawn. He took the matter to Hiko. And we've seen XSET when they're playing out of a place of comfort, right? Like when they're feeling themselves, when they got a little swagger to how they play. That's one of the key indicators, in my opinion, after watching probably more film than I'm willing to admit. That's where they're playing out of comfort, right? So to see that early on in the pistol, if you're an XSET fan, that bodes well.
Right quick classic burst. Clearing the clock of Weeded, but he's able to grab a heal immediately after. And you know, we violated BCJ quite a bit as the
100 Thieves, they have the read. They got the read. They know what they're doing.
The wall went up. Nitro was stuck on the other side, but you saw the other members of 100 Thieves working their way towards B, right into where XSET's pushing. Now they don't have great guns.
Doesn't matter.
Steel's the only one with a better weapon.
Wait.
So you
maybe it does.
Gosh, what?
Better weapon, an understatement.
Still hurts, bro.
Oh no, he right-clicked instead of left.
I jinxed it, man. I jinxed it. That was the blessed Bucky, and I just betrayed him. Rip.
Oh, Nitro was alone on the other side of the Sage wall. Still alive. He's got a classic into a 1v3.
It was an okay eco-ish, kind of. They should have had 3, but
stack is in the B corner because Aaron just mows you down with the Bulldog. XSET win the following round.
Man, it's got a 4x on top of it. Just sniping the Bucky long range. You know what, man? Considering they invested next to nothing, literally that was the only Bucky on the side of 100 Thieves. The rest had classics. The decision to buy into this round makes me think maybe Steel made a mistake and accidentally bought the Bucky and kept it. I don't know, but got a Bulldog on Hiko, opting to collect more flash points than he needs. Firepower.
Why are you so late? Oh, I'm not late.
Line towards
I'm perfectly on time.
Slowing the push just a bit, but XSET with all 5 players, they're coming here.
They are, and you can tell they were comfortable playing on the retake. They didn't want to be there initially. Nitro slowly, quietly, but surely trying to sneak his way around back into the belly of the beast, and now the jig's up. They know he's there, but he did manage to get a kill for his troubles. Aaron, however, do a bit of the same, but no, the timing.
He could have came out ages ago.
They snap onto him. Clean him
they got owned.
He did now see what he can do with a Bucky of his own. Asuna dash.
He hit him.
Bucky misses.
Oh.
Again in a 1v5.
Go Nitro with
for
the
4.
jet.
Flawless round. And that wasn't nothing out of XSET, right? Like, they didn't walk in there with classics.
No, I mean, it was their bonus, but you know what? That is still a beautiful sight hole. 100 Thieves, despite some diminished firepower perhaps inside of XSET. I mean, look at that. That is, you called it timing? Whoa, buddy. That is a heartbreaker if you're Aaron, knowing that just around the corner, you had the potential to maybe lock in that round, but 3 players just staring at him as he comes around. Ouch. 4th round now. And this will be the first test here for the defense of 100 Thieves, where They're not up against any kind of SMG Bucky buy. This is a full send rifle round for both teams.
And it's the same look. The one difference is they opt to push up into ramps this time.
So
where
annoying,
Nitro
man.
was able to cause problems from before.
There's
They
nothing you
take
can do when that
area of
happens.
The map, they're able to get a couple
just
kills
happens.
too and wall off anyone coming in from vents, but Asuna still.
And they are
The Raze
plowing
utility
together.
Cleans things up. Excuse me. As Aaron manages to get the spike down. A couple of remaining players.
XSET played this round well. They knew they got the
Brutal
2 and upper.
spot.
So if they got the 2 and upper, nobody else is
Asuna's gonna
here.
drop. Steel's gonna show
They
up,
can
get
stack
late to the
upper,
party
and
as he
one
was
person could go
trying
just
to hold down
plant because
B
no one else is going to be there.
at the beginning of this round. And I mean, he's got a bulldog.
I'm going to talk through his attempt at a 1v4 or a save or whatever he's going to do here. That is something that I think is so underrated, especially about just the whole comp that XSET is rolling with. I mean, they've got the Viper wall. You can see right there on our screens. Pierre's looking at it right now. And it denies so much vision, but it also creates so much space for the attackers. The Steel's going to make contact here. Might catch one.
It's all right. It's just a bulldog.
It creates so much space for the attackers to basically walk right up to it.
Right.
And that breach flashpoint, where a lot of the time you're kind of sending it into the void, just hoping that you
There's
blind
nothing
someone
you can
long
do,
enough to
man.
create that space for your team. Well, if you've already claimed it, Waipo just basically walks 2 feet into the frag that is, helped massively by the fact that Nitro's turned away from that flashpoint. And that's kind of scary if you're thinking about just the prospects of what XSET has been doing in the prior 2 maps, where they're not really working defaults a whole lot. They don't care a whole lot about map control and making mid-round.
And now it
decisions,
looks
as I
like they're
said,
going to do
it's
the
for
same
defaults
thing, but they're
here.
going to fake it.
But I guess what I'm trying to get at is
Oh, never mind.
those explosive strats
Well, kind of. They put the wall up,
have
which made it
been
look like it was
catching Hundred Thieves out as Nitro
similar.
narrowly misses that B main entrance tag. Doesn't quite nail it.
No, and Alex, I think you're hitting on something really important because that's the strength.
This ain't looking
of
good for
Viper. It's
XSET
not-
already.
It's not just setting up the flash.
This ain't looking good at all.
Like that, but then also
They were trying to make like a fake.
condition the opposing team to have to
Oh,
respect
no.
it.
What are you
Right?
doing?
Like, you never know
Hello?
what's on the other side of that wall and how you could just be blasting through there at any moment.
All right.
As Asuna drops first kill in the round. So for XSET, we've seen that Viper and just how good it can be.
Steel's
because
just
of things
creeping.
like that. Nitro's going to get another chance with the operator in just a moment. Missed once. And I lied. He's not even going to get a chance. The fault line was just too much. He does get a second one, but he was flashed up. Shot goes wide, not able to deliver it. But Hiko, for one, not going to breach of his own. He's going to get cleaned up. VCT joins the fold again. The Viper's pit is going to come out in a 5v2, make that a 5v1.
Man,
Nitro, who was
that was
contacted
looking
at the very
so
beginning,
bad for XSET. And then
hightailing.
Asuna just
Looking to save
throws.
that operator, see if anybody can hunt him down. Nope. Splitting the uprights.
Oh my god.
by
That's
the
all
way.
it was.
Tough.
That sucks.
I mean, I'm actually very guilty of this, but people love to spark the narrative of, oh, Jet's so easy. Look at her. She's so OP. Look at her go. But you're getting pressured at this level.
Also,
by
Nitro did miss
Viper
his op
wall,
shots. I think he
breach
missed 3 of them.
flashes, fault lines,
Or 4
like
maybe.
All of the utility that just came out from XSET to push Nitro off those angles. Ultimately send him all the way to defender spawn where he met his demise. I mean, that is just, it's so tough to even come away with one when you're playing against a well put together team in XSET, and that one opportunity at the beginning of the round, that's all he gets, that entirety of that round. So XSET doing everything, they're doing their due diligence, I guess,
Spraying.
to make sure they're not making any mistakes. And as I say that, we did overextending just a bit at Sewer. He gets traded out.
Well, and you can tell it looks like
Telling you, dude,
understanding that
Guardian
Hundred Thieves
is
was on
the
a pistol,
secret.
They were going to play something
Folks.
aggressively, and that's exactly what they did, right? The wall didn't go up from Ethan at the very beginning like we've seen a couple of times. They just pushed their way through, and Weeded was wise to it, managed to get one. It was just a bit too much as Ethan gets a second one with the Sheriff. Numbers advantage in favor of 100 Thieves. As I say that, it gets traded out. A 2v2 here. The spike is down in the middle of the map. Steel and Aaron
He's gonna
about
clear
to
it,
have
though.
an Astral
No, he's
duel.
not!
Steel in a great spot. Steel catches
Wow.
him slipping, and he's going to upgrade the weapon. This looked good for XSET, and it's gone horribly sideways.
Man, I'm starting to believe in caster curses, dude. Like, I'm just literally sitting here talking about how careful XSET has been handling those angles against Nitro's operator, and here they are, just wide swinging into Sheriffs, it seems, 2 or 3 times in this round, and it's cost them dearly in Thwefo. I mean, 25 seconds left. He's alone over here for the moment. Not going to use that time to get the spike down just yet. Here it goes now. And the Rolling Thunder is going to put this one away more than likely. Hiko whips out the ghosts and finishes the job as Thwifo falls for 2, and answering back is 100 Thieves.
Yeah, and you know, they invested the Rolling Thunder there. They get the kill. They get the kill. They get
They
the
literally
round,
ecoed them
win,
with ease. With ease.
No,
that wasn't even difficult.
Both Steel and Hiko upgraded weapons. They bring those into this round for free, so financially
you could achieve the same
stats
stats with a Vandal. Why bother with a Guardian? Because the Guardian's more accurate than a
really
Vandal.
Good for 100 Thieves. But again,
the Guardian is the most accurate gun in the game. It is like 99.9%.
They have 2
Meanwhile, the Vandal's a little off.
As they stack towards A,
that's
heavy
the difference
that way. And again, it's that wall that's going to go up. The Rolling Thunder is going to be used, but expecting a player top ramps, because that's what's been on the other side a couple of times. It's actually Steel who's playing a bit off, but he's just so patient.
And it's cheaper, that's true. Oh
my God,
styling.
But it doesn't land on anything. Steel's still good for 2. The flashes are still there. Pure is trying to deal some damage with the utility, and it's the gun that cleans up Steel. Now he's got a showstopper of his own.
They got res though.
From the previous round, we did. Gets the spike down.
I'm assuming he's. Oh, I like this.
The thing is, this is winnable for 100 Thieves because of how weak they are. Well, I was gonna say because of how weak XSET is. Nitro good for 1. In a 1v3, we did so weak. ECJ certainly not super healthy either. Nitro, baby! Nitro does it!
Wow. And an absolutely chaotic round. Just madness over there at the top of A ramp. Somehow, XSET comes away with the advantage. Has a 1v3 scenario that just seems like it's locked up and finished with. And Nitro just answering back in a 1v3, a huge clutch for his team. Standout performance for him, and like I said, man, Jetman, by the way, this is calling.
It was just so weak, right? Like we mentioned it before that fight goes down. There were so many members that had low health bars. It was winnable, still difficult, but winnable, and Nitro pulls it off. 1 ult point away from having that Blade Storm online as XSET looked to take the matter towards B. No operator. Well, Nitro does have one, and he may be walking right into it. That gravity well with the fault line, excuse me, it's just enough to delay. But they're still gonna challenge Nitro here. Now Nitro in this previous position didn't deliver.
Oh, he's getting one. He's getting one for sure. Oh no.
A few moments. Nope. On the flash comes out as well. Understanding there's pressure coming. Cosmic Divide coming out as well. Nitro still narrowly missing. Thwifo drops. There's going to be a counter Cosmic Divide as well, as the map is totally crossed up. Thwifo should be able to get the spike down. As we did, plays back in the corner. Excellent work from the observers to give us a bird's eye view of the chaos that's going on. Steel taking care of Aaron. Nitro still looking, understanding Weeded's likely back there. He knows a player is back there.
Oh, he gets him, dude.
Able to take care of Hiko anyway. Thwifo dropping. Weeded.
Oh my God, they're so good.
BCJ and Weeded good for it. Steel alone. For 100 Thieves, what a shot. Weeded down to 10 health. But again, this cross is so difficult for Steel. They're just trying to delay, right? Distract Steel enough.
Oh, let's go,
Weeded goes up huge. Steel's
Viper
in a
Bay.
great spot there too, but it was just too oppressive from XSET.
That is a huge round win. Not only are you coming away, I mean, that was a 5v5.
It's looking like the op ain't so easy on Nitro.
You know, you have the opportunity to send, the Thieves back towards, either a broken buy or an eco, and down to the wire almost. I mean, if we did falls, BCJ's forced into a 1v1.
It's weird.
The
op,
like, considering it was not
the op
for him.
In theory,
and yet
is easy, but sometimes you use it and it just doesn't work. You know what I'm saying?
And a Blade Storm out from Nitro.
That sucks.
Oh, but he got flashed up to high heavens.
Those are good flashes.
He saw a single person. Right, and XSET's able to push right into that. They're able to get a couple of kills early on. There's just a Frenzy, a Bucky, and a Classic. Still remaining on the side of 100 Thieves. As the spike goes down, Aaron a decent.
It's an op, not an op.
Whoa.
I know it's not.
Bulldog things.
Ethan's Classic taking care of him. Satch across the charge. Asuna looking to add a bit to his frag movie, but isn't able to pull that one off. Steals Frenzy. Not around for long. Now, that wasn't, again, not an ideal buy from 100 Thieves, but that was as hot and as heavy as it gets from XSET.
Yeah, I mean, just getting that initial kill on the Nitro, who was the main point of defense there with the Bladestorm. I think he was backed up by Hiko, who probably was ready to send him into some aggression, but nevertheless, he gets run down by Pure. And that's something that I think, you know, despite this not being a map that 100 Thieves plays, that's something that I think they're doing right now is Hiko has been in the right spots at a few different points of execution for XSET, just to delay, to get the rotations in. You know, throwing the counter breach utility out has helped, but it hasn't helped enough. As early
Discipline corner, discipline corner. Oh, it's a discipline corner. And
nobody ever checks that. It's crazy.
Nitro's able to mow him down. Hiko gets in on it as well.
Literally nobody ever checks that
Lex?
shit.
I love
How many times have we seen like that happens too often?
I love that you call it that. The discipline corner. Whispering it in my ear, and there it is. Nitro just finding 3 players.
Honestly, that was kind of the Raze's fault. You should have,
tell you a little bit about the discipline
when you're
corner,
doing a strat like that, you have priorities on which person checks what, and it looks like Raze always satchels up to heaven, okay? So if Raze always satchels up to heaven, Raze should have the responsibility of looking at planner. So in my opinion, I think that's the Raze's fault.
Here for XSET, so if they're able to get onto the site, be a very strong close plant. Nitro again playing this close angle. We will find the better of him though.
And look at WeDid's adaptation already, right? Killed Nitro, where to go next? Instant next place he went was to check the discipline corner, make sure there's no one there. WeDid's going to use the Viper's Pit to buy them some space on the site. As Aaron
That's going to be annoying to go through, but it's not as strong, right?
It's a difficult but doable retake for 100 Thieves.
Why couldn't he stay in the corner? Was he mollied or something?
Viper's Pit almost
he might have been mollied.
Hurting XSET more than helping at the moment, but the res comes out. It'll be a 5-on-3, a 5-on-2.
Oh my god!
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is there's no real angles to fight from once the pit is up, right? And the damage gets dealt both ways. I think it was Aaron basically at the front of the flower pot was expecting some coverage from heaven, but all of his teammates are caught behind the cover.
The ult in this current build isn't as good,
and ultimately the Viper's Pit that is just obscuring everything. So what really was a advantage XSET round, where not only are you going in with a few ultimates that can net you a round win, full utility, but you also have the entry and a spike plant. It's tough to see them capitulate in such a quick
I like
fashion.
to, when I'm Viper, I like to ult over here. Not in sight, because the sight's like huge, you know. I like to ult here, so that if they drop off, they're dropping into my ult. That's what I like to do
no operator
personally.
in the hands of Nitro this time, as WeDid's rocking a Bulldog, rifles the rest of the way. Or at least, I say rifles. Phantoms, Vandals.
What?
Here comes Spear. Oh no.
What the?
It's a dueling showstopper, and Asuna walks away with one. Hero doesn't land on it, but the rifle is what takes care of him. WeDid's gonna get the res. Bring him back into the fold. BCJ's Rolling Thunder clearing out the site, tagged up a couple. The wall's gonna go up as well.
Oh my god,
dueling
dude. Okay, is this Overwatch or what? Holy shit.
And after all of that ruckus, the cacophony that takes place on the site, everything comes.
Oh no, Ethan!
Ethan's gonna get punished. He gets taken out at the hands of Pure. Hiko's looking
to
do a bit of the same and may have a bit more luck. Just enough for one.
What the heck?
Spike is still not down. Right, they're still feeling things out. Nitro has a Bladestorm. What can he do with the Jet ultimate? A couple of players inside of this Viper Pit wall. Steel drops. Nitro alone. Not able to land the blade.
Good dash.
He's gonna dash back. Spots a couple of players, but
man,
again, in a
whiff
1v3
from 100
here,
Thieves.
ultimate no longer.
Straight out, that's all it was.
77 health.
Everyone just whiffed
now
that
the
round.
Spike goes down.
They would have won it.
Like an eternity later. Now, WeDid has 10 health. You see him kind of playing on the site. WeDid wasn't even a factor, as Aaron's the one who cleans him up. XSET on the attacking side get to 7-5 at half.
That's a bummer.
Using the Viper utility so well. Her entire kit being employed when they can. I mean, throughout this entire half, I feel like they're using the kit on WeDid to get up close, impersonal, and just dance around with 100 Thieves who, you know, they're not necessarily making bad calls or bad decisions. In fact, more often than not, you know, XSET isn't exactly faking. They're throwing early map presence. They're not being secretive about what they're doing whatsoever. And even in that last round, 100 Thieves is basically fully rotated before the execute even finishes. heroics of We did several times in this game.
Nitro on Jet doesn't seem that great.
The Viper wall,
How did you come up with that?
Putting the spike
I'm
down.
curious.
Those kind of maneuvers are
where does your brain go when you think of that?
Lives into these rounds where
I think Nick's playing Jet just fine. I mean, it was CT side, right? There's only like one way to play him CT side.
We'll see if 100 Thieves is
you
able
play
to
pretty
replicate
standard.
that success on their attacking half as they look to stick the matter towards the middle of the map.
The only time Jet gets a little spicy is on attack.
As they turn their attention over towards B. They funnel in. Ethan already good for one. Steal working elsewhere on the map.
That sucks I got 2 there.
As the spike drops. And the thing is, and Hiko's there, Nitro's there as well. But they aren't in a position where they can effortlessly
Wow, they're just running in. Holy shit.
From where the defender spawn is coming from. Aaron's good for it. Aaron's not able to get a second as the clip runs dry.
Oh my god, Hiko's so nasty with pistols,
Hiko
man.
comes up big there. Steel joins.
He's always been nasty with pistols. I don't know why.
But he arrived better late than never as 100 Thieves won the pistol.
For XSET, that's...
Bro, he's whiffing all his op shots and knife shots. What do you mean?
I mean, obviously, they can't know
missing an
where
op
Steel
shot
was.
has
They didn't
nothing
realize
to do
that Hiko
with
was
Jet.
basically alone there,
at
but,
all.
You know, getting the first kill traded out. I think it was BCJ being followed up by Aaron, but just a very beautifully handled situation from Hiko, just making sure that there's no chance that his team's going to lose a second pistol here. And we're only at a 1-round deficit, so I somehow maybe...
And the knives that he's only whiffed 1 round with knives. The other rounds he just kept getting flashed off.
Very much in contention for what could be a very crucial map 3.
Lex stay forced again. Exit has
shit.
Yeah, that gravity wall may be a problem, but oh my gosh, when
that was
got
good
a bucket
utility
like that in the hands of Weeded, it's certainly going to help. Hiko and Ethan are able to trade out a couple of kills, however, as 100 Thieves cause a bit of ruckus in the middle. Right, they're also taking space up towards A, but they haven't committed to anything quite yet.
Yeah, just a little early on that mid aggression. Almost works out even better.
Oh yeah, baby, this is the gun. Yes.
Steel, who usually is the lone operator somewhere else on the map while his team makes a push together, has claimed at least the entrance for A main. So as Nitro throws a little bit of a fake over towards B, tailwind with a cloud burst, trying to make some noise. Look at the rotate that he's drawing right now, just off the audio cues.
Right, and Aaron, I mean, Aaron's getting messed up here, but now the cavalry's coming over.
30 seconds left.
Ethan good for it. Oh, Aaron's there, yeah, man. Aaron's good for one. The spike drops, and again, it's just delaying time, right? Rifle's now going to show up.
It's a weird angle to take,
1v1.
but he was low.
Potentially going to get an upgrade against Eco Spectre. Wifo gets a Spectre of his own.
Might as well heal up.
Health advantage slightly in favor of Hiko, and he's still understanding that's likely where Wifo's coming from. The flashpoint's going to come out. Patient. Spots where Wifo is. Now Wifo drops. The flash is there. The shots are delivered. It was almost easy as Hiko gets 3, ties us up at 7 apiece.
That's a weird way to play against Breach.
That's a couple rounds now where...
Knowing that he's got a flash, that's really dangerous. You kind of need to, when you're up against a flash character, you kind of need to, especially a Breach, you need to like get in their face quickly.
Winning every chance they can, and that's 2 in a row where on a knife's edge, he's able to seal things out for the team. So 7 apiece, all tied up here. And
you need to do something to bait out their flashes if they have any. And usually by rushing them, that'll do it. They'll panic, they'll use it. Hopefully you'll be in a good position to dodge, and then you just win the duel.
Both teams playing exceptionally well, and you got to think, if this isn't a map that 100 Thieves is playing often, Doug, actually. Mid-aggression already coming up. BCJ with a Bucky in hands, going to find a little bit of contact.
Yeah, wall goes up again across vents. We've seen this wall from Ethan a couple of times as they turn their attention towards B.
So much damage.
Ethan down to 14 health.
That sucks.
Got messed up.
We did maybe missing the snake bite just a bit, but it doesn't quite matter. Austin backs up for now. Never mind.
Doesn't miss that one.
Right there.
So here's the thing.
Go ahead.
So here's the thing. So the wall's up across middle. We mentioned it earlier, but then also there's a wall out of B garage. They have no information of A. Ethan's going to be the one who gets that, even though Hiko is a point away from having his Rolling Thunder. And they almost have to wait the wall out, right? So they're going to clear things out. Now they're going to push their way forward. They are not at full strength. Steel is still across the middle of the map, as is customary. As Nitro goes in first with the Phantom, he's able to take care of one. He did, trying to cause problems. Not going to do so with the Bucky. BCJ has to back up. And it was a difficult spot, right? Like,
nice. Didn't lose anyone on the eco.
Decent positioning, right, as far as what they were able to take away from 100 Thieves, but the gun difference there on full display.
Yeah, and I think XSET, you know, playing a little bit cautiously, not wanting to overstack anything. I understand that, but you kind of highlighted a few things where there's a lot of mid and B main map presence being made, and you know, no information towards, you know, deep mid.
I feel like Hiko always has so little deaths.
Wonder at that point, like, you only have Buckies and classics. Might as
I
well
swear, he's got the lowest deaths always.
Didn't quite work out that way. But with XSET now kind of going into this buy round, we've seen this frequently with Aaron rocking the operator with Astra. I wonder what he's able to do with it here on split. Early mid push coming in for 100 Thieves. Snakebite will delay. And in the pregame, Doug, I had mentioned this, but I think it's actually being shown quite well here, where VODS Vipers kind of being a different look from XSET on these maps.
Now, Steel once again caught behind a wall. Right, so they understand.
100 Thieves is playing this T side well, man.
Nobody who's pushed their way through A yet.
XSET doesn't know what to do. I think they need to get a little aggressive on them.
The map seems to be what's exposed. The wall
either that or play
middle is
retake.
forcing Nitro to take the scenic route, but that's all right because his team has already gotten there, right? They've blasted their way in through heaven.
I thought he was going to die
Option
from
Tokyo
ball
drift his
damage.
way around that
Do
pillar,
you take ball damage when you
Now XSET are going to have to try to push their way in. They have decent heaven control, so they should be able to apply some pressure from there. As Nitro gets the spike down. This is very similar to where we saw these two teams in opposite spots before, and it was 100 Thieves who was able to retake because of the power that they were able to expose from heaven. The Rolling Thunder's going to come out. BCJ looking to land a couple shots.
A shot.
We did left alone. Yeah, BCJ good for it. We did good for one as well. 2v2, both Austin and Nitro. So dangerously weak. He drops as well. Nitro has the Blade Storm. 15
you're running low on time. Work it. Work it.
The clock continues to play. Got a couple dashes, but he's not able to pull it off. We did swings at just the right time. Nitro not able to land the shots.
100 Thieves is regretting that aggression for
much
sure.
Much like map 1, Lex, much like map 2, this thing's going down to the wire.
They should have won the round. They just got aggro.
That was
really aggro.
Very, very close to being a 100 Thieves round, and it all kind of starts, I think, with you know, the retake here, BCJ and we did taking heaven control, taking ramp control, just making sure there's nobody on the flank. You know, as the rest of their teammates kind of fall by the wayside and get isolated one by one. Just a really, really gritty retake, working together throughout. Impressive stuff from those two. And I you know, for 100 Thieves, everything went right there.
Yeah.
Didn't pan out.
Still it didn't.
Yeah.
We did using the Viper's Pit and right across the middle of the map at the beginning. Also worth noting, Waifu didn't put the wall up at A main because
oh my god, what a little weasel.
So they're willing to give that up and apply pressure.
They are not gonna expect this.
Hang on to it.
It all comes down to timing.
He used it in garage.
Will he catch someone?
Oh, positions of strength. In the middle of the map. How did Asuna get through undetected? Excuse me. Pure drops. It's like, what?
My bad, man.
How? Just on the other side, the barrel gives BCJ away. As Asuna continues to cause problems.
Oh no.
And you have to deal with it now, right? You can't afford to leave that alone any longer.
Yeah, this gutsy play by Asuna to get all the way up into ropes, paying off in dividends, but
I like that. He was playing the lineup for the dash.
Alone on an island, has to fend for himself with just a Spectre in hand. He's eating every piece of utility. Asuna Showstopper's actually out. He didn't flex two. And Thwipe finds the third on Asuna.
My
it's a 2v2,
god.
Doug.
What?
Guardian, baby. They don't mess around.
And they don't really have time to flip the map, so they're going to have to stick to things
here. What the fuck just happened?
Looking to get the plant down. The thing is the wall. So the wall was there, so he knows he's safe from one side.
He's just getting pulled around.
And it's an operator from Aaron that cleans him up. that round was absolute madness from beginning to end.
We got 2 with a Phantom,
Asuna
I think.
got the rotation.
And Dwight-Fu just sniped him out of the air with the Guardian.
He did walk right by him.
Sweet-Fu.
You think about how much space and time he was able to give to his teammates.
I don't even know what happened, really.